I want you to forget about any dry, spongy protein cupcake recipe you've seen on the internet and try these moist, sweet, delicious cupcakes instead. They're chock full of frosting and taste just like the real thing. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and today we're gonna be making 4 high protein, low calorie cupcake recipes that have 12 grams of protein each and between 80 to 90 calories. So let's get started, shall we? So you guys know the drill. My first recipe, which just happens to be my favorite, are these Funfetti cupcakes. My boyfriend was shocked when I gave him a bite of these, and these weren't like store-bought cupcakes. Instead, they were protein ones made by me. So you'll notice all these recipes follow a similar formula, and each recipe makes 6 cupcakes. So I use a combination of all-purpose flour and coconut flour to keep the calories lower. And the one ingredient that I think makes the biggest difference in making these moist, way more moist than other cupcake recipes I've made in the past, is the pudding mix. So I use fat-free white chocolate pudding mix in this recipe. Of course, if you don't have it, you can omit it, but I would highly recommend trying it. So I actually didn't use cupcake liners. I just sprayed the cupcake tin with cooking spray, and then you kind of just like put it in what you think is even, and then you can kind of just even it out after. I just use my finger to kind of spread out the dough, or the batter rather. And then while that's baking, we're gonna make the frosting. So frosting uses kind of similar ingredients, except we're using Swerve 0-calorie powdered sugar. This stuff is godsend. You can make creamy frosting that doesn't have like a million calories. It literally has 0 calories, the powdered sugar, which is great. So when you're adding the water in, I would suggest like adding maybe like a couple tablespoons at a time and then kind of mixing and seeing from there. You don't want to add too much water because you don't want the frosting to be too runny. You'll see in the very last recipe I made that mistake and it still turns out fine, but it's better when it's thick like this. So I just put the frosting in the fridge while I wait for the cupcakes to cool. It's super important that we wait for them to cool, guys, otherwise the frosting's gonna melt off. I got these piping bags from Amazon. I'll link them in my store. If you don't have piping bags, it's fine. You could just use like a plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag. But this makes it a lot easier, and the frosting just turns out a lot better. You'll see it's like really, really cute. Guys, I'm not amazing at frosting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not a pro baker. I don't claim to be, but I feel like the frosting turned out the best that it has ever had. Like, if you compare it to my previous cupcake recipes, I would just take a knife and put the frosting on that way, but I feel like it looks better swirled around like this. And we have a really generous amount of frosting, which I love because I love cupcakes with a lot of frosting. But I guess if you want to save some macros, or if you're not really a frosting person, you can make it so there's less frosting. I just put a little bit of sprinkles on the top. I use these like bulb sprinkles, which I think are really cute, but feel free to use any other like Funfetti sprinkles you have. I was so impressed with the way these turned out. Like, oh my God, literally so moist. I put the pudding mix in the frosting as well, and I just feel like it made such a big difference in the taste. And obviously fat-free pudding mix is so low in calories. Look at how cute these are. They're so colorful and delicious. They went really well with my nail color as well. I remember taking a bite and thinking, wow, these are gonna be popular. Like that song from Wicked. I'm not about to sing it, but you guys get it. Oh my God, these look so good. My absolute favorite recipe of the 4. That's why I put it first, obviously. And that stain on my shirt is paid actor, so just ignore it. Honestly, it'll be hard to not eat all 6 of these at once. That's how good they are. Next up, we've got chocolate cupcakes. I know some people are not chocolate people, but I am a chocolate and vanilla person. So for this recipe, I use P-Science chocolate truffle protein powder. By the way, guys, this is a whey casein blend. You can make these with just whey and it'll turn out just fine, but if you do want to purchase from P-Science, please use my discount code FIT15 or the link in the description. Obviously, similar ingredients here. For the wet ingredients, we're using a combination of unsweetened applesauce, egg whites, and non-fat Greek yogurt. Feel free to use whole eggs if you don't have egg whites. And if you don't have non-fat Greek yogurt, you can use blended cottage cheese. The texture will kind of be the same. The taste might be a little different, but protein will still be high. I get a lot of questions on my videos like, oh, I don't have this ingredient. What can I use instead? I feel like I should make a whole video with substitutions or like something along those lines. Comment down below if you think that'll be a good idea, because I feel like most of the comments on my videos here on YouTube and also on TikTok and Instagram are pertaining to substitutions. By the way, guys, it's important that you put it in for the 15-minute bake time and then check to see if you stick a fork and it comes out clean. If not, put them in for an extra couple minutes. I baked all my cupcakes for about 17 minutes. Don't over bake them, otherwise they're going to turn out dry. So I'd highly recommend just putting it in for the minimum amount of time. Another cupcake recipe I've made in the past were stuffed cupcakes, which are really, really good. Obviously, those are a bit higher in calories, but I feel like those are more of like an authentic, like gourmet cupcake kind of experience. Yeah, I just put that in the fridge, and then obviously we're waiting for these cupcakes to cool. They look so good. I just take the frosting. I remember with this frosting, I kept it in the fridge for maybe a little bit too long, and it was a bit hard to pipe out, but it's better that it be that and like too thick than too thin and runny. I remember some of the cupcake recipes that I've made in the past, or like cupcake recipes I've tried from other creators. Cupcakes are just like very dry and like not sweet, and they might look good, but then you bite into them and you're like, damn, this was very disappointing. But I do think the combination of ingredients here, especially the fat-free chocolate pudding mix, makes these moist and delicious. They honestly taste like so close to the real thing. They only have 90 calories each, which is perfect. These can also be made into a cake, so if you prefer to have like a cake to yourself, you could definitely use this same recipe to do that, and then just use one of those like 4.5-inch mini springform pans. I have them in my Amazon store. These are so, so good. I absolutely loved this recipe and this flavor. We've got my second favorite recipe here, but third in the video, and these are lemon cupcakes. So these look kind of similar to the Funfetti ones, I guess, but they taste very different, which is great. So the ingredients that make these cupcakes what they are the lemon juice and the lemon zest. Lemon zest is important. It gives it more of that lemon flavor, because just the lemon juice alone, it's not going to taste as much like it. So the way that you get lemon zest is you just take like a cheese grater and then grate the outside of a lemon. And see here, and just get kind of like a teaspoon of that, and then you're good to go. Super easy. I know that like you could buy an actual lemon zester. I don't have that one, and I wasn't about to buy it. So yeah, I'm all about like making it easier for you guys and making it so you have to spend like less money on kitchen appliances. So yeah, to even out the cupcakes, you either just like use your finger here, or you can take back of a spoon, wet it with a little bit of water, and then just smooth them out. Honestly, they don't have to be super smooth. They turn out just fine. For the frosting here, you're going to do a similar thing to what you did with the batter, adding lemon juice and lemon zest. So I actually forgot to add it at first. Like I added the water here, and then I was like, wait, I forgot to add the lemon juice. So added that in, and then added the lemon zest, and then we were good to go. I was actually going to use yellow food coloring, but I didn't have any on hand, and I was like, when I went to go buy it, it didn't sell it on its own. It's like I would have to buy like a pack of 4 with like other food coloring colors I already had, and I was like, no, it's fine, we're good. When I went to go frost the cupcakes, I only had 2 of the piping bags, and then they were both dirty, and then I was like, shoot, so I had to wash that by hand before doing it, but now we're good to go. I just kind of put the frosting in like a little circular motion here. It came with a bunch of different frosting tips, and they were all supposed to look different, but I feel like they all kind of ended up turning out the same. I used a few of them, but looks pretty either way. So I went with kind of like one layer, this like circle, and then for my second layer of frosting, because I had some leftover, I did like a little bit more in the middle, just because I love them chock full of frosting. I'm definitely one of those people that could eat frosting from the bag. Then I added some lemon zest on top, just to make them look more lemony and cute, and you're good to go. These are absolutely perfect for a spring recipe. Maybe I should make like a mini egg flavor to go with like Easter, spring kind of thing. You could really use these cupcake recipes as a base, and then just kind of like do whatever flavors or whatever mix-ins that you want. These were so, so good. I actually have some in my fridge right now, and I might go eat them right after I record this voiceover. And for our fourth and final recipe, we've got strawberry cupcakes. These are so good, and they actually don't contain any strawberries. The secret ingredient is that strawberry jello powder. It makes them pink and nice and strawberry flavored. I also decided to add a little bit of red food coloring just to give it more of that like pink color, but that's totally optional. And I know I'm gonna get some comments like, oh, what if I don't have access to this strawberry jello powder? Then honestly, you probably can't make this particular recipe. Luckily, there are 3 other recipes in this video that you can make. I guess another thing you could do is just use juice from actual strawberries and then like maybe use some of the skin similar to the lemon one. So you could definitely try that if you don't have the strawberry jello powder. I was actually going to make a 5th recipe for this video, cookies and cream cupcakes, but I kind of ran out of time in the week and got too lazy, and I was like, you know what? 4 recipes is enough. And the cookies and cream one was going to be kind of similar to the other ones anyway. So yeah, these already look really good. They remind me of like pink, like strawberry lemonade, like very summery. So for the frosting, again, kind of same formula here, same kind of dry ingredients, and then obviously the strawberry jello powder. So for this frosting, I accidentally made it a little bit too runny, as you guys will see when I'm piping it. It turned out fine, but again, just that is a reminder, just be careful when you're adding the water to not add too much, and it's better for it to be a little bit thicker than more runny. If anything, you could just store it in the fridge for a bit longer if you have time. I just didn't. Or if you make it too runny, you can just add a bit more like protein powder and then just adjust the macros as so. So yeah, you'll see I'm piping it here, and then I was like, it's coming out a little bit faster than I'd like, but it's all good. So pink and beautiful. Absolutely love the color of this recipe. If you want, you can actually put like a little strawberry on top of each cupcake, that sort of thing. That would be really cute. For those of you that have gotten this far in the video, I think that next week's YouTube video is going to be not a recipe, but my boyfriend and I reviewing different protein snacks. So it's going to be his YouTube debut, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, guys, so you'll see that the frosting here admittedly didn't turn out as well as the other ones, but that's still fine. It still tastes the same, and you guys get it. The inside of this cupcakes look really cute as well. I'm gonna take a bite out of it to show you guys. And yeah, I really like this recipe. I love the way the colors turned out. Tastes really, really good. And if you have like other flavored jello powder, feel free to make other versions of this recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're looking for more dessert recipes, so I'll link another video here that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel, and I post new videos every week. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.